looking a bit rough, guys. But anyway, this is what I've been wanting to do to the shed for a long time. Isn't that right, Mitch? She agrees. But anyway, let's have a look at the latest update that I'm going to do to the shed. The clue is in the box. All right, this is how it comes. It was I'll put the price on the video when I remember it. Anyway, it comes with the wires that you need to charge something, don't know, possibly lights or something like that. This is connected to the this is the actual panel itself, so these are all sitting on top of it. A solar charger controller. Now that does what it says on the box. You've got the controller that goes to the battery, to lights, to all that sort of thing. It just it keeps the battery topped up and it runs. Well, anyway, we'll find out. But let's put to one side. You see, there's jump leads that goes straight to the battery, obviously. Now the wires, as you can see, they're not that thick. So we're not talking a great deal of, not voltage, but amps. We're not talking a great deal of amps because the wires ain't really that thick. They're very tiny indeed, as are the connections. They're not that thick. So we're not going to talk a lot of amps here, are we? It's not going to, power the national grid. But this is it. This is the solar panel. Here goes. It's the first time I'm opening this, so what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. And there we are. Now, if you go back to Terry's shed and he had a solar panel that charged the battery, that charged this, that's exactly what I want. Now, I've ordered some lights as well. I've ordered some LED lights to go in the shed, and I want to run them lights from this solar panel. They're LED lights. They use no power whatsoever, virtually. So hopefully this panel will be enough to run them lights in the shed. They're 12 volt lights. This is a 12 volt solar system. Let's hope it does it what it says on the tin. I've already noticed that where these join, they're staggered. I don't know if that's a reason for that, whether there's some kind of wiring inside that means they have to be staggered, or there's only. What I'm trying to say is, if this could have been one continuous solar panel, then they'd have put the squares the other way around and then gone the whole length of the panel. Anyway, blah 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 blah. This is what we got. So the next video that you'll see, or next part of this video that you'll see, will be me figuring out how to put this all together and where to put it. I don't even know if it can go outside. So anyway, we'll find out. Let's go from here. Sunshine is my God. Oh, dear. There's a little clue. Don't ask. Anyway, guys, what can I tell you? I wasn't going to bore you with all the details of like putting this bloody thing together and all that. I thought you don't want to see me do wiring and soldering and all that, all the basic things. There's no need to see me do all that. Bear with me a second, pals. Right, yeah. There's no need to see me do wiring and soldering and all that. You all know how to wire, you all know how to solder. If you want to look at wiring and soldering videos, you have to go somewhere else, because I'm not an expert at wiring or soldering or anything like that. I really, really ain't. But I am what you'd call, I don't know, proficient. Anyway, this was the project. Where's Wally? That was the project. It's all gone somewhere, so let's see where it went. Now, there were some things left over. It did come with these crocodile clips that you clip to the battery, and then you clip to, I don't know, whatever, maybe the device, the meter or whatever. But these crocodile clips, I've already used them to test something electrical that was 12 volt. So they've come in handy straight away. Right, so I thought the wife was giving me a cup of tea. No. Anyway, right. I'd like to say it all went together with no hiccups, no problems, and nothing went wrong. And it didn't. Nothing went wrong. There was no hiccups. It was all very easy. It's plug and play. What I did do, if I get that out of the way there, over there, Eddie. What I did do was, I mean, obviously you've got to have a battery. It doesn't provide a battery, so I've got a battery. You must have a certain type of battery as well. It must be a lead acid battery, or you know what I mean, a proper battery, not a lithium one. That's what I'm saying. But what I did do, let's bring you around and show you this. I enclosed it at the bottom of the bench. I thought, bottom of the bench? No, the end of the bench. I enclosed it. I fully enclosed it because I thought, I don't want this thing wobbling around. I don't want to take the chance on catching it and it being thrown off, you know, on its side or whatever. Not because of what's in it, but because of the wires. I don't want to pull on the wires because that's just not good. Anyway, first thing I did was, also don't come with the lights, but the first thing I done was wire the battery into the gizmo. I call it a gizmo because I don't know what it's called, but it's a gizmo. That's what that is. I wired the battery in. It's very, very obvious. There's a battery connector, a lights connector, and a solar panel connector. So it's all very serious. I've not connected I've connected the lights, but I've not pinned them down to the edge yet. I need a little two-step ladder for that, and the missus is using it. But like you see, it's charging now. You've got 12.7 volts going through it. If I push this button, that turned the light on. Did you see the light? Just about see them. And that is, I don't know what that is, but anyway, that is that. But that's the battery. Turn it off by doing that. You turn the charger off, so if it reaches full, that, you know, it does that. It tells you what's in it anyway. Blah 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 blah. You get the kind of gist. You get the gist of it. It's really easy to do. Also, did I tell you that bit? Also, you got the USB points there. So if you want to charge your phone up while you're doing it, then yeah, that's the way it's done. Right. Also, it doesn't come with lights. I ordered a box of, I've still got the box. Yes, I ordered a box of 30, sorry about the camera angle. I ordered a box of 30 LED lights. 30. And if you look on the, that shows that it's lighting the whole van up. Well, here they are. Right, I'll just throw that box over there, don't need that. Here are the lights. And that is 10 banks of 3, sorry about the camera, 10 banks of 3 in one long strip. And it's it didn't have to be wired both ends. It's a closed end system, I think that's what you call it anyway. And to turn them on, sorry I didn't turn them on, but to turn them on, you just flick this this switch on the and that's it. It's really easy. Like I said, it's plug and play stuff. The lights don't come with the system and the battery doesn't come with it, but you'd expect that. But other than that, it's really, really easy, and I'm really, really pleased with the results. There's lots of realies in there, but I really am. Sorry about that. Right, yeah. Camera Productions by Confirmed Idiot, so we're all right. Anyway, so to recap about what this is, I'd highly recommend doing it, even though the lights aren't going to be up to much. I don't know, I'm going to come back out later when it's dark, so I've got a fair few hours to wait, and I'll come in. I won't use any other light. I'll just turn them on and see how it goes. If they're good enough to let me see in the dark, that's all I need, isn't it? I don't think they're going to be enough to work on my bike, because I don't think they're going to be that bright. But I could always get another 30 and then just trail them on the end, because that's the system it is. You just join another lot on the end of that and take it around, you know, round again. So as long as that, it's only 12 volts, that's all that is, and that's charging all the time because it's solar. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So I do recommend it. I do recommend getting these lights for your shed or your garage or whatever. Whether it is, I mean, it looks nothing like that. It really doesn't. But it's broad daylight. The sun's out, so I don't really know how bright they are. But I will do later on. Anyway, guys, let's pick you up again. Round the shed so far. Let's see if anything's changed. Right, the bench, you know, it's getting clearer. It is getting clearer. Trust me, it is. It is getting clearer. Oh, what I did do, I did enclose the wires in this bit of trunking, both there and down the other side, just to protect it. If anything falls on these wires, I don't want them breaking or being cutting off or shorting anything out. Whether I put something over that, I don't know, but I did do that. That was just a precautionary measure to protect the wires as they go, so they don't get, you know, dropped on or damaged or whatever. I chose to point the terminals up instead of out for the same reason, really. I don't want to catch him or anything like that. But that was something I did off my own back. It didn't say that in the instructions or anything, but there you go. Right, anyway, yeah, it is getting tidier. Trust me, it is. There's some new features in the shed. I mean, the drill's in now, so that's all right. I've got a big cupboard now. That big cupboard with stuff in the way of it. Also, I've got me spanners in order now on the magnetic things, and they are brilliant. It's just saved me so much time reaching for blooming spanners and stuff, because they're just easy to find now. My wife is bringing me a cup of tea. It's all right, dear, you're not on film. I wouldn't dream of it, dear. It's more than my life's worth. It is as well. She's not camera shy, she's just shy of cameras. Anyway, yeah, so we've also got the shelving unit, that's up. And that's coming very handy. That is just very, very handy. The ladder is there. Obviously, the English flag and the Union flag in situ. Made these the other day to keep me screwdrivers in. You've got the flat crosses there and the flats there. It's just brilliant. They're out of the way. They're not dangling down. They're underneath there, so I'm not going to touch them. Yeah, brilliant. They fit on there, but I don't know if I'm happy with them on there yet. The space under there, still not sure about that. And this put away shelving table thing, not sure of that, but all these things will be in future videos. But anyway, up to now, guys, That's it. That's the solar panel in. The solar panel's in, or on, or round, or in, or round, or on. And today is an ideal day because it's really, really sunny. Right, that's the solar panel. Let's step back, see how big it is. It's only tiny. It's about a foot long and I don't know, maybe 8 inches sort of deep. But I put a picture frame around it just to make it look less boring than what it is. I'm gonna, you know, I'll paint that with some you know, varnish or whatever. But yeah, but that's all it is. And these guys keeping it company. So that's it. Till the next one. I'm here in the sun, sunshine, charging my battery. See you later.